Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews, Not Times, Reminiscences. Today we're doing Auzawandils, or something of that description. Now, if ever a album cover art represented the music therein, then this is a pretty good one, because this does something that I love in black metal, and that's where they stick a great big wodge of psychedelic influence in there. Now, without trying to explain why I think that, we may as well just listen to it, because it's more or less self-explanatory when you listen to it. So let's go. So sometimes there's no fooling you when it comes to slow introductions. You know full well what's coming later, and sometimes you don't. And there's a case in point: the kaleidoscopic slide into darkness that the beginning of this song evoked didn't particularly give you any confidence that things were going to ramp up. I mean, you should be aware that if it's me that's doing this review, then there's a high likelihood of it, but nothing's guaranteed, and I do get things wrong because I bought this recently and I can't hand on heart say I know every song intimately yet, but I do know this will be one of my albums of the year. Not that I ever have albums of the year, but by far right up there so far this year. Anyway. And then of course the barrage came in with the not quite in focus, not quite there, not quite rightness of it all. It's almost as if the fabric of time has been stretched too far by something supermassive, and it's beginning to come apart at the seams, and flashes and spirals of brightness are breaking through. I have to say, it's more evident on other tracks on this album. I've picked inevitably I've picked one with the fleeter. There's plenty of fleetness on this album, but this it remains fleet to the end when it gets going again. But nonetheless, things are under strain, and clearly there's a darkness to this, and but again punctuated by brilliance. I mean that in a light sense rather than both ways, whatever way you look at it. Brilliance is appropriate here. But again, you never lose the sense of something who's not got your best interest at heart, dwelling at the root of all this. One of those weird albums or weird songs that manage to a bit like present two faces really. You get a distinct sense of murkiness, but also plenty of clarity. It's almost as if, what is it like? It's like, what is it like? It's like an iceberg in an oil spill from some great super tanker breaking apart. The oil aspect is impenetrable, and the contrast when the ice breaks through is marked, and here you do get the sense that even though there's that contrast, crude oil is clinging to the ice and making the contrast not quite as stark as it may be, but you still get plenty of blindingness from it. Quite dizzying, the swirl of this. Clearly there's a linear barrage when it gets going, but nonetheless, wherever you are on this song, whether it's on the faster bits or the more, say, subdued but slower bits, there is a depth that almost instills vertigo at times, because, as I say, it is an in and out experience of that dizziness comes and goes to a degree. It's always there to some extent, but your Travesic pills ain't going to get rid of it, that's for sure. there you go, glorious stuff. There's here we go again. Something popped into my head and popped straight back out again. Will it come back in again before I have to leave it alone? No, it won't. So there you go. Astonishing. The if you can imagine auroras, but not the greens and blues we're used to, but blood red coursing through something that's similar to what that feels like to me. Glorious stuff. As I say, one of my favourite albums of the year. Although I don't do years, so it's probably one of my favourite albums over some amorphous period that I can't really place. Top stuff. Anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you next time. Cheerio.